All right, Chelsea fans, here we go again. Another game, another stadium, another country, another flight. And apparently, Chelsea have decided one game isn't enough. They have another one tomorrow. Today, it's AC Milan in Jakarta. Tomorrow in Malaysia, we're playing Johor Darul Tazim. I hope I got that name right. And then finally, we get to come home to Stamford Bridge, Real Sociedad. At this rate, I believe Chelsea is going to need a brief holiday before the preseason ends. But honestly, Chelsea fans, I'm not even sure if today's results do matter. There's something much more bigger happening here. Xabi Alonso is trying to build a team, not just a team that can play nice football. He's trying to build a team that can compete everywhere. That's what we've seen in his press conference talk. Yesterday, we heard a lot of rumors about Man City trying to come to Costco, or in UAE, what we say is as Nesto or Lulu or Spinneys. They are coming with their cart. They want to shop. Some people from Chelsea, okay, here you go. Oh, this is nice. Put it in the cart. Let's buy it. But after analyzing a lot of things, after looking at a lot of videos from other Chelsea faithful, I know most of the things are not going to happen. Enzo Fernandez is definitely going to remain with Chelsea. Malo Gusto, he's looking for a contract extension with Chelsea because he's on a very small wage bill. I think with Palestra still there, Malo Gusto's experience does help us because Palestra requires a bit more experience in the Premier League. He still hasn't faced a side in the Premier League to evaluate him. I spoke in my previous video that Palestra needs more physicality. Malo Gusto has already adjusted to it. And let's see how things shape up from here. AC Milan, a very interesting test for Chelsea. Before that, if you're new here, this is Blue Nation TV. I am Derek Gurjao. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. Hit the like button. Tell your friends. Share the love. Help your brother grow. If you like, the algorithm of YouTube would take this to more Chelsea faithful, to more fans of Chelsea who could watch me, and then we could discuss it together how Chelsea can improve. We can have a good debate. Help your brother out. Watch the full video. Watch it till the end. Give me your feedback. I'm really open to feedback. If you don't like something, I really would improve on it. So let's get back to the talk. Today's opponent is AC Milan, a huge club. A club just like Chelsea is trying to regain the momentum. Milan have a new manager, Ruben Amorim. The same Ruben Amorim who was at Manchester United. Didn't have the greatest of time at Man United. But Man United wasn't in a difficult situation, just like Chelsea. Chelsea, I think, was 4th and Manchester City was 5th. I think that was how we stood up in the league before Amorim was fired. So nothing great about that. But he was very rigid with his system. He wanted to stick with what worked for him. And that eventually led to his downfall. Now he's got a new opportunity in building AC Milan. A lot of Chelsea ex-players over there. It's actually going to be a pretty good test for Chelsea. Not because it's preseason friendly. We're going to see the kind of mentality that Xabi Alonso creates. Alonso as a manager is very clear. And this is the part where I want Chelsea fans to pay attention to. Alonso has been talking about team spirit, the culture, trust, and mentality. He said in his press conference that he wants to build a Chelsea side that can compete everywhere, not just few games, everywhere. I actually like that. We've heard a lot of managers talk about tactics. We have heard them talk about possession. We've heard them about pressing. We've heard them talk about pointing fingers at different players when they don't perform. But Alonso is talking about something underneath of all that. Discipline, togetherness, standards, mentality. Because you can have all the talent in the world. But if 11 players aren't willing to suffer for each other, eventually you get exposed. And that's why preseason matters. I've also addressed in the previous video, we have a lot of individual good players, but we don't have a team. And the preseason is definitely a defining factor for Chelsea Football Club to build a team. Do we need to beat AC Milan? No. Would I enjoy it if we win? Absolutely. I'm not going to sit and pretend that we don't deserve to win. It's going to be a good test for Xabi. We are Chelsea. We want to win. We want to win the League Cups. We want to win the Champions League. We want to win everything that comes away. Actually, more than winning, I want to see consistency in the team, which we've been lacking. I want to be seeing unnecessary goals that we concede should stop. And speaking of that, Xabi Alonso was very clear in one of his talks that the goalkeeping position needs to improve. He's pretty direct, yeah, with his talk. Like, no, I need a good goalkeeper. I believe this is the last season for Sanchez to actually come out and perform. We've seen that he is a good player. He needs to organize the backline more. The leadership should come from him when he needs to organize something. And that is something what I have not seen in Sanchez. He's a dominant figure, but there are things that he needs to improve on. So like I said, Preseason has a different job. Alonso has just started working with the group. He's learning the players. They are learning him. They are learning his demands. They are also learning how he wants them to react when things go wrong. And that's probably more important than putting some goals past Milan. Because when Premier League starts, nobody cares about what you did in Australia, what you did in Jakarta, what you did in Malaysia. Nobody cares what you did with Juventus. And nobody would definitely care if you scored against Real Sociedad. Premier League is a real examination where you need to start to begin to play like a team. And that's what we want to see in this preseason. The unity, the culture, the togetherness we can accomplish as a team. Now, here's a crazy part. Because after AC Milan, Chelsea play again tomorrow. Johor Darul Tazim. I hope I'm saying this name right. I just can't get this name in my mouth, yeah? It's going to be quite interesting playing them. Let me just call them JDT. They have absolutely dominated the Malaysian League. They have won 12 consecutive Malaysian Super League titles. And earlier this year, if you don't know a thing, they have gone on 104 consecutive league matches unbeaten. That's quite a record, yeah? 104 league games unbeaten. Oh, God. I would want Chelsea to win this one. It would just give them a boost to beat a team that has not lost in quite a long time. But that's just ridiculous, yeah? 104 unbeaten league games. Damn. Their last league defeat was in April 2021. Think about that. We as Chelsea fans complain after we go 3 games without winning. These guys have gone without losing for a whole league. They are not going to just let us walk in the park and just score some goals. It's going to be a tight game, something to watch for. Chelsea have a lot of criticism during the preseason, yeah? We didn't like a lot of things. We didn't like the fact that we kept losing back to back. Football hasn't been perfect for us. Do I think we need to look at this preseason too differently? Because Xabi Alonso is just not preparing his 11. He's trying to create a squad. Players are traveling together, training together. They might be eating together. We've seen a nice Snapchat video of Romeo Lavia doing this. These things actually get the team together. They're spending more time together, playing together, and that's very good. Alonso has specifically spoken about the importance of building those relationships on the pitch too. He wants to see the same togetherness on the pitch, and that's one of the most important part for a team like Chelsea. We kind of get annoyed when we don't do well. We've seen it last year. Jorgensen getting a mouthful from Enzo Fernandez. We don't want to see those kind. When you see it on TV, it looks completely different, You might not see it during the live games, but when you see it on TV, the camera just highlight those moments. Someone getting battering during the game isn't the best thing to watch. It doesn't really motivate anyone. We have a lot of bunch of talented players, just a matter of time that we start clicking. Chelsea fans, let's be patient. If Chelsea lose tonight, don't panic, like I said again. And if Chelsea win, Don't start boasting about it. Don't start a parade, because neither results would tell us where we would be by May, where we would be on the league table by May. What I'm looking for is something different. Are the players following Alonso's instructions? Are they showing discipline? We had a lot of issues last season with red cards. Are the team working for each other? Are we seeing a better chemistry? Are the standards improving? Because these things matter, and eventually good football will always follow. After all this traveling gets over, Australia, Asia, Indonesia, Malaysia, we finally come home for a final preseason friendly against Real Sociedad at Stamford Bridge. This is a game I'm really interested in as a Chelsea fan. Here he would have the whole team. Alonso would have an entire preseason completed with the squad he has. The players would have experienced his method. The new signings would have a lot of time to meet their teammates. And Stamford Bridge will be more than happy to welcome Xabi Alonso at Stamford Bridge. Wow, what a feeling there. Goosebumps, huh? Goosebumps. That's when the real excitement starts. Are you ready for this, Chelsea fans? Do let me know in the comments what you feel of Xabi Alonso's first game at Stamford Bridge. What are you hoping to see during that game when Xabi Alonso is at Stamford Bridge? I'm just waiting for this one. It's definitely going to be a goosebump moment. Yeah, I'm still feeling it, man. I'm still feeling it. Definitely this video was not necessary. Just some preseason. You might be wondering why I'm talking about it. Fair point to you. You know what? Maybe this video wasn't necessary. Getting behind the team is so important for us as fans. Getting behind the manager is important. We've got a new manager. We've got a number of new signings. It's important for us to get behind them, to support them in whatever they do. If they show improvements, support your team, support your brothers, just like me. We've got a lot of young players looking for a breakthrough season. We've got a lot of new players trying to understand what Chelsea Football Club is. We've got a lot of leaders now. So new season is going to bring in a lot of expectation. I know Xabi Alonso is going to be under immense pressure to prove himself, because we know how the British media is. They would put you under pressure. They would put the new signings under pressure. So if you want to see Xabi Alonso build one of the greatest teams, we as fans need to be behind this. We want to give them our backing. So yes, tonight it's AC Milan. Tomorrow it's JDT. And then it's Real Sociedad at Stamford Bridge. The end of the true. And hopefully the beginning of something. A team with culture, a team with trust, a team with discipline, a team with mental strength, and ultimately a Chelsea team that can compete anywhere. And now it's time for Chelsea players to show us that they're listening. And Chelsea fans, let's get behind the team, because preseason isn't about proving that we are already great. It's about making sure that we are ready when it actually matters. So Chelsea fans, I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, take care. Goodbye. Mogaso.